Mike Moore Media.
Hi, I'm Mike Moore, and I have my friend Randy Braswell, former mayor of Stokesdale, on the line. Hey, Randy, how are you?
Good morning, Mike. It's great to hear your voice.
I tell you, we did a lot of radio programs way back, and I miss talking to you. Hope things are going well.
They are doing well. Today is Cindy and I's 41st wedding anniversary, so I'm going to do this little radio program, and then we're going to play hooky from work and ride up through the hills today.
Well, happy anniversary to you and Cindy. Congratulations. That's wonderful.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, well, have a good journey today up in the mountains. Leave should be just about right. Well, we are doing a pre-election show here. Tomorrow is Election Day. And as I said, I hope people followed us when we talked way back when you were mayor in Stokesdale. And with the election tomorrow, there are a couple of candidates that you are endorsing. One for mayor, and that would be Mike Crawford. And then candidate for town council, that would be Tim Jones. And I know we want to talk about those guys today. And why are you endorsing these candidates? I know you've got some things you want to share with us.
Yes, thank you, Mike, for allowing us to have a spot here on the Mike Moore Media Radio. I've known Tim Jones for many years. He's running for the seat for the Stokesdale Town Council. Tim and I served together on the Town Council a few years ago, and he's graciously offered to serve again. Tim is very, very knowledgeable. One of the most knowledgeable men that we have in our community regarding the Stokesdale government's function. Mm-hmm. We're a mayor-council form of government, which is somewhat unique in the state. But he's very familiar with that. He's very detailed, driven, dot the I's, cross the T's. He's just the perfect candidate at the perfect time in Stokesdale's history to serve. So I really encourage everyone to do their homework on Tim Jones. He's done some fantastic work for the town. In fact, he's just posted this morning a YouTube video that really opens the eyes of how knowledgeable he is about the issues and how detail-oriented he is, and he will protect the citizens of this town without a doubt. And if you find that YouTube video and you watch it, you'll see what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. I encourage everybody to do their homework.
Okay. Yeah, that's important always when there's an election to make sure you know the candidates and what they are all about. Things they have done, things they have maybe done wrong, things they have done correctly. Do your homework, like you're saying. And I know you just kind of said something there, Randy, about his track record and that he's proven that he has, he keeps that open discussion and he will test each issue against, I'm kind of reading from some notes you gave me, Randy, test each issue against NC General statutes and Stokesdale's development ordinance. And that's very important right now, particularly, isn't it?
It absolutely is. Tim has sat on the Ordinance Review Committee since its inception. Just understands our development ordinance better than anybody. And, he's sitting now as chairman of the Stokesdale Planning Board. And I've attended some meetings with him, and I tell you, even the developers, people that come before the planning board with applications, he is a wealth of knowledge and actually helps them steer through the process, because it's all, a legal issue. You can't vote against something just because you don't like it. There are general statutes to follow here in the state of North Carolina, and Tim knows those. And I mean, he can take you to the page and show you what the North Carolina general statutes say. And that is, to me, the most impressive about someone serving on these municipal boards, that is not so much their opinion as more what the general statute says is allowed. And that's where these town boards and mayors and council people get in trouble, is when they step out of those North Carolina general statutes and start doing maybe what might be on their agenda. So Tim is a powerhouse right there. He is very articulate. He gets his points across, and they're very understandable. He's just the perfect candidate at the perfect time in our town's history.
All right, terrific. I'm reading some campaign information here from Tim Jones, a champion of small, limited government and individual rights, insistent the town receives the best value for each dollar spent. That is extremely important indeed. So, Tim Jones for Stokesdale Town Council. Now, how many, tell us a little bit about, you've kind of given us a little information there, and we've talked about this in years gone by, how the board is set up, but how many seats open right now on the council, and how many candidates?
Let's see. The mayor's seat is up for election this cycle. Mm-hmm. So you have Mike Crawford is running against John Flint.
Okay.
John Flint sitting in the mayor's chair right now. So every 2 years we have an election. This cycle puts 2 seats up, the mayor and a council seat. And then in 2 more years there will be 3 seats, 3 town council seats up for election. Mm-hmm. So we're a mayor-council form of government, so the citizens in Stokesdale vote for the mayor. Like in Summerfield, I think they have a weak mayor, so she only votes when there's a tie on the board. Where in Stokesdale, the mayor votes every time. Mm-hmm. And okay. I think in Oak Ridge, I think their town council votes to put the mayor in the mayor's seat.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So Stokesdale is a little bit unique in that regard, and I feel sure none of that has changed since I served. But Mike Crawford running for the mayor, I was just so tickled to see him, offer to serve. I think it's a huge commitment, and it can be tough on the family too. And his wife Donna, she is a true supporter of our town, and I had a chance to sit and talk with her and meet both of them, and they're just great folks, rock solid, North Carolinians. Mike went to high school at Ragsdale, and of course, his college years took him here and there, but he's a native of North Carolina and been in Guilford County most of his life. I think he said since he was 9 years old. Mm-hmm. He's been right here in Guilford County. So he's been out in Stokesdale many years and understands the town. But I tell you, he's just rock solid. This man's been married for 50 years.
Well, that says something right there, woman. Doesn't it? Yeah.
Well, when you start looking at character and integrity and all those things, you and Annette have been married a while, and Cindy and I have a while. And, it tells a lot about the man. Mm-hmm. He's willing to stay the course and battle through maybe some tough times.
Yeah.
And, I think it's so important these days. Well, it always has been, especially now. We need men and women of integrity. And, you start digging back through their history and you find all these ghosts and skeletons and things, and Mike is just solid. Him and Donna, both family-oriented folks. So he's just going to be a great mayor for our town. He's owned multiple businesses and still does. So his work ethic is just unbelievable. And he understands policies and procedures and knows how to conduct business.
Mm-hmm.
And what impressed me so much about Mike, his only agenda is what is right for Stokesdale.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He does not have any dog in this fight for development or, land acquisition or any of that. He's just straight down the line. What the North Carolina General Statutes say, he's going to follow it. And I tell you, him and Tim will make a great team up there for 4 years that will take Stokesdale back on a path of doing what is right.
Okay. Well, I'm looking at some of Mike's campaign material. It talks about him being a proven leader, good listener, honest, transparent, man of integrity, ethical, and consistent. Some of the attributes you've already mentioned there. So it's good to talk to you. You've been there, Randy Braswell. You've been on that board, and as mayor, you know what it's all about too. So you know what kind of people it needs to represent Stokesdale the best. So it's good to have your input here about mayoral candidate Mike Crawford and Tim Jones for town council. I appreciate that. Thank you, Randy.
Mike, I really appreciate you giving us an opportunity to share those thoughts. Encourage everybody to go out tomorrow and vote. It will be at the town hall in Stokesdale. They start pretty early, like all of these election sites do. Mm-hmm. Do your homework. If anybody has any questions, hey, go look at me on Facebook. I posted a YouTube video this morning that is very, very informative regarding the Stokesdale government and some of the issues that we've been through, and I encourage everybody to do their homework.
Yeah, and that I've seen that video. It's well documented with actual minutes from meetings. So it's it packs a punch there for sure. Randy Braswell, my friend, it's good to talk to you. You and Cindy have a great day.
Thank you, Mike.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye now.
Randy Braswell, former mayor of Stokesdale, and I wanted you to get his personal input here about Mike Crawford, candidate for mayor, and Tim Jones, candidate for town council in Stokesdale. Yes, Election Day tomorrow. The polls are open all across North Carolina, of course, from 6:30 a.m. until 7:30 p.m. As Randy was just saying, do your homework always when it comes to candidates for any office, and make sure you know who you're voting for. And be sure to vote tomorrow. This program has been paid for by Randy Braswell.